Good warm-up habits will greatly reduce the risk of injury. Always stretch to your utmost. Loosening the waist. Begin with your feet together and flat on the ground. Place both hands high over your kidneys so that they support your lower back. While keeping your upper body as one unit, rotate at the waist. Make a large circle with the upper body while keeping the lower body as stable as possible. Keep the hips in the same position. Repeat 10 times clockwise, 10 times counterclockwise. Loosening the hip. Begin with your feet shoulder distance apart and flat on the ground. Place both hands over your hips so that they rest on the bone. Rotate your hips, making a large circle without moving your head or feet. For the best stretch, the center of your body should be circling at the maximum your body will allow, while the top of your head and the bottoms of your feet remain stationary. Repeat 10 times in each direction. Loosening the knees. Begin with your feet together, flat on the ground, and both hands firmly over your kneecaps for support. Circle your knees, pushing them down as close to the floor as possible without lifting the heels off the ground. Repeat 10 times in each direction. Forward and backward body bend. Begin with your feet shoulder distance apart and flat on the ground. Interlace your fingers over the head with your palms faced toward the sky. Bend forward until your palms reach the ground. Then backward, arching your back as far as it will allow. Keep your vision focused on your hands and both feet planted firmly on the ground. Repeat 3 times. Right and left body bend. With the hands still interlocked overhead, bend to the right side until your palms reach the ground. Your palms should be parallel to your feet. Bring your hands over your head again, stretching towards the sky, then switch to the left side. Repeat 3 times. Single leg stance, circling the knee. Begin in a single leg stance with one of your thighs horizontal and your hand placed firmly on your kneecap. Place your other hand on your hip. Rotate your foreleg while keeping your toe pointed down. Lock your standing leg firmly and tighten your lower back so you do not wobble. Keep your body straight and erect and point your toe forcefully. Rotate 10 times clockwise, then 10 times counterclockwise, then repeat with the other leg. 7-star stance, leg stretch. Begin in 7-star stance, arms crossed in front of you. Bending at the waist, brush your crossed arms down your leg to the foot, then scoop upward and back to the initial position. Keep your toe pulled back and try to bring your forearms in contact with it. Do not hurry this exercise. Scoop slow and deep down the leg. Repeat 10 times on each side. Trunk circle. Many of these exercises are designed to loosen up the back, and the trunk circle is no exception. Begin with your feet shoulder distance apart. Stretch your hands in front of you, also shoulder distance apart. Spread your fingers. Circle your upper body extending out through the fingertips. Do not neglect the back bend. Imagine a horizontal line 2 feet above your head drawn on all 4 walls. As you circle, keep your eyes on this line completely about the room. This will ensure that you bend far enough back. Repeat 10 times clockwise, 10 times counterclockwise. The stance is the foundation of your Kung Fu, so diligent and attentive practice is crucial. Horse stance. Feet are twice shoulder width apart, parallel to each other, flat on the ground and facing forward. Thrust the knees out to the side so they are directly over your feet. Your hips are open wide as if riding a horse. Distribute your weight evenly front to back and side to side. Shoulders are square to the front. Distribute your weight evenly on the bottoms of both feet. Imagine sinking your weight deep into the ground. Visualize someone pushing on you from any direction and resist it by sinking and centering your weight. Chamber the fists just above the belt, drawing them back to the sides. Keep the elbows tucked straight back. As seen here, the posture is erect, with a slight curve at the base of the spine. Keep the head erect. Common mistakes are leaning forward, as shown here, or leaning back, as shown here. Again, visualize someone pushing on your knees, shoulders, and hips from any direction and sink down and center yourself to resist it. Bow and arrow stance, often shortened just to bow stance. Bend the front leg, straighten the back leg. Feet are wide as in the horse stance. The front knee is over the front foot. Feet are flat on the ground and parallel to each other, both angled 45 degrees inward. The posture is erect with a slight curve at the base of the spine. Always pivot on the heels, not the balls of the feet, and do not rise in transition. Keep the back leg straight. Press both feet solidly into the ground so that the back heel digs in. In the bow and arrow stance, the toes are in line, with the front knee very slightly turned in to protect the groin. Here the stance is too open, the back foot misaligned so that the groin is exposed. Here the stance is too closed, twisting up the body and causing imbalance. Always check that toe is in line with toe, keeping both feet parallel and angled 45 degrees inward. Cat stance. Settle most of your weight on the rear leg, which is bent, the foot turned out 45 degrees. Extend the other leg forward, bending the knee and pointing the toe down to rest lightly on the floor. Align the front toe with the rear heel. Your torso leans slightly forward. To shift from cat to cat, step out into bow, toe the front foot in while pivoting, shift your weight back, and bend your front leg, pointing the toe. Maintain a slight curve in the base of the spine and tilt the torso slightly forward. The front foot is poised to kick or back step, attack or retreat. In cat stance, you must position the feet and legs correctly. Turn the supporting foot out at 45 degrees. Bend the supporting leg and bring the other foot forward, toe in line with back heel. Point the front toe downward, heel well off the ground. Turn the front heel slightly outward and the knee slightly in to protect the groin. The shoulders are square, the fists chambered at the waist and drawn well back at the sides. Here is an improper stance, where the front foot closes off the posture, causing imbalance. In this improper stance, the front foot exposes too much of the body. Remember to keep the front toe in line with the back heel. Twist stance. Turn the front foot out 90 degrees and straighten the back leg. The back heel is up. Most of your weight is on the front foot. Your toes are in line. Squeeze your thighs together to lock the stance. Here, Sifu Lam shows an improper twist stance where the back foot oversteps behind. In another improper stance, the back foot has understepped. Be sure the back toe is in line with the front toe. Here is another common mistake, a lazy front foot. Be sure to turn it out at 90 degrees. Here is the correct stance. Be sure to lock your stance by squeezing your thighs tightly together. When done properly, you should feel solid. In this side view, Sifu Lam demonstrates several versions of the twist stance. The first one shown here is a typical twist stance with the front leg moderately bent and the back leg straight. Next is a very low twist stance. The back knee tucks behind the front foot and rests on the floor. Note how the posture remains erect. In such a low stance, you may relax the angle of the front foot somewhat. Here is a high twist stance in which both legs are straight. Keep toe in line with toe, weight forward on the front foot, posture erect. Here is a more extreme twist stance with more bend in the front knee and greater separation of the feet. All of these variations occur in the Shaolin system. Each has its advantages in a given situation, and all should be practiced. In this detail of the very low twist stance, note the positioning of the back knee, which comes to rest on the floor behind the front foot. Both knees are in the same plane as the body line. In all twist stances, maintain an erect posture. Low bow and arrow stance. Place the feet wide as a horse stance, parallel to each other, flat on the ground. Straighten the front leg and bend the rear leg. Keep your weight centered on the rear foot. Both feet remain flat on the floor. Lean your body toward your front foot. For emphasis in training, extend the front fist to the front foot and chamber the rear fist by the ear. The elbow is up, the forearms in line. For all of these kicks, keep the support leg straight and the heel on the ground. Low front snap toe kick. Begin with your hands on your hips. Open your front foot and chamber your kicking leg. Snap the kick out at waist level, striking with the tip of the shoe. From bow stance, angle the front foot out. Draw the back leg up and forward, and snap kick. Keep the top of the foot aligned with the leg, striking with the tip of the shoe. From bow stance, lift the knee high before snap kicking. After each kick, return to bow, angling the front foot in once more. Keep the back heel down and maintain balance and posture throughout. High front swing toe kick. Begin with your hands high in front, palms open. Open your front foot and swing the kick out, slapping the top of your foot with your palm at shoulder height. Keep your toe pointed. From bow stance, angle the front foot out. Draw the back leg forward with minimal bending and slap down on the top of the foot. The other hand does not move, remaining above and in front of the head. The kicking leg must bend some early in the kick, but should be locked straight as it rises in front. After the kick, return to bow and bring the hands together above and in front of the head. On the kicks, keep the supporting leg straight and the heels solidly on the ground. This swinging version of the toe kick is seldom used in application, but conditions flexibility, leg strength, and balance. Front heel kick. Begin with your hands on your hips, open your front foot and chamber your kicking leg. Snap the kick out at waist level, striking with the heel. The mechanics of this kick are the same as a snap toe kick, except that the top of the foot is pulled sharply back toward the leg so that contact is made with the heel. From bow stance, angle the front foot out. Draw the back leg up and forward. And snap kick. Again, it is important to lift the knee high before snap kicking. After kicking, return smoothly to bow, maintaining balance and posture. Keep the heel of the supporting leg on the ground at all times. Side heel kick with downward fist block. Begin with your fists high in front. Open your front foot, then swing heel kick while blocking down. The kick has 2 blocking variants which will be detailed in slow motion. The student in yellow demonstrates the single block. Turn the same side fist over and block down inside the thigh. This back fist block descends along the body's center line, protecting the groin. After the kick, return the back fist to its initial position while stepping back into bow. The fists are turned outward when held high in front. The other student uses a double block. Turn the opposite side fist over and block down across body center line. At the bottom of this block, kick and block as before. The opposite side fist circles back up to high chamber as the kick reaches its zenith, and fist and toe can make contact for flexibility training. Note that the first block precedes the start of the kick, while the second block accompanies the kick. Outside crescent kick. Extend the arms, palms out. Swing your kicking leg low across body center line and up and across, slapping the foot and knee with your hands. Keep your toes pulled back, as in heel kick. Keep the hands opposite the kicking leg. For the right kick shown here, first swing the hands to the left. Then circle them over to the right as the leg swings under to the left. Meeting in front, the right hand slaps the foot, the left hand slaps the knee. The kick should be at its highest point when contact is made. The key to this kick is keeping the hands opposite the kicking leg through much of the swing. Both palms face the leg when contact is made. While not as strong as a toe kick or heel kick, the outside crescent often surprises an opponent. It is normally used in combination with follow-up kicks and strikes. Inside crescent kick. Begin the same as an outside crescent kick, but this time swing your kicking leg high and in, slapping your instep with your opposite hand. Keep the toe pulled back. Angle the front foot out. Lift the kicking foot high early in its swing so that it strikes inward from the side. After the kick, return to bow, hands returning to the side. Before starting the kick, cock the opposite hand back. Then swing that hand and the kicking foot together, making contact directly in front. The kick should be at its highest point when contact is made. Always bring the hands sharply out to the sides after the kick, as if striking to the sides. Arm circling. Begin in a bow stance. Place the arm of the forward leg tightly behind you. With both palms open, circle the arm of your rear leg backward, as if swimming the backstroke. Swing your arm as quickly as you can without rocking your shoulders. A tingling in the fingertips is normal. Switching side to side will be described in the following slow motion. Wrap the arm of the forward leg behind your back and lock it tightly in place by bending the hand and fingers against your side. This stabilizes your posture and inhibits bouncing or wobbling. Keep the swinging arm fully extended and the shoulder relaxed. The purpose of this exercise is to increase flexibility in the shoulder joint and improve circulation to the hand. To switch sides, begin pivoting to opposite bow as the arm swings up and over. At the bottom of the swing, wrap the arm behind your back. In mid-pivot, swing the arm that was behind you up and over to slap your knee. Let it rebound into a backward swing. Block and chop. The arm opposite your front leg is forward, the other arm behind. Both palms remain open. Pivot and 1-2 block chop behind. Finish in the mirror image of your initial action. Visualize an attack to the back of your head. Look quickly behind while bringing both hands in close to the chest, palms facing out. Pivot while doing so. Chop block out with the lead hand and let it follow through behind. Chop to the neck with the trailing hand. Note the 1-2 chopping motion of the hands and how both arms move in the same high-angled plane. But remember, the first chop is actually a block, such that your forearm intercepts a punch to your face. The second chop is a chop to the opponent's neck. Deliver this chop at an angle in and down. At the end of the chop, both arms are in line, one forward, one behind. Circle block and punch. Extend the fist opposite your front leg and chamber the other. Pivot and high angle block and punch. Finish in mirror image. The high angle blocks are done straight arm with back fist in a clubbing manner. Visualize an attack to the back of your head. Look quickly behind while swinging the extended arm at a high angle to intercept the punch. Pivot with this block. Keep the arm straight until the block is made, then let it fold into a chamber at the side. As it folds, punch with the other fist. Work at improving reaction time. Do not lower the fist before blocking, as this will slow you down. Always visualize the attack and check that your blocking arm intercepts it. In punching, your fist shoots out from the waist as if out of a gun barrel. Double arm block and fingertip strike. Begin in cat stance, stabbing with the hand of the forward leg. The other hand guards beneath the elbow with palm facing down. Visualize 2 punches directed at the back of your head. Look behind while retreating and pivot to cat with a double block and stab. End in mirror image. Both blocks circle in the same direction. Up, over, and down, always in the direction of your pivot. Look quickly behind while taking a long step in retreat. Pivot to cat and double block. Both blocks circle up, over, and down in the direction of the pivot. The guard arm blocks first, the stab arm second. The first block is backhand. The second is palm. The first block ends with the hand chambered at the side, ready to stab. The palm on the second block pushes down past this hand so the stab will pass over it. Stab upwards to face level, fingers pressed together with tension in the palm out to the fingertips. During the stab, the other hand protects near the elbow, palm facing down. Always visualize 2 punches directed at the back of the head. and make certain your 2 blocks intercept these punches. A common mistake is not blocking far enough across the face or blocking too low. Protect your face with both blocks. Hook and willow palm strike. Begin in twist stance, striking with the hand opposite the forward leg. The other hand is hooked behind. Hook block and willow palm strike while stepping side to side through twist. For the hook hand, press the tips of the thumb and first 2 fingers together, letting the other 2 fingers fold out of the way. Hook block with the forward hand keeping the arm straight, while stepping aside into opposite twist. Meanwhile, bring the other hand in past the waist to deliver a strike with the blade of the hand. Keep the trailing hook hand high, tension in the wrist, fingers pointing upward. Time this move so that you simultaneously strike forward, hook behind, and step into twist. Crane stance with double palm strike. Begin in crane stance with arms extended to the sides in palm strikes. Push out with the heel of the palm, pulling the fingertips back. Step down firm and clap your hands in front of your chest. Quickly raise your other leg and strike out to the sides, ending in mirror image. Do not wobble. Raise the knee above waist height, point the toe down and over the other knee. Lock the arms straight out to the sides, heel of the palms pushing out. Do not let the arms sag. Switching sides is shown several times here for demonstration purposes. In practice, hold each stance for 5 minutes before switching sides. To switch sides, step down and slap the palms together, then lift the other knee, bringing the hands sharply out to the sides. This exercise strengthens the arms and improves balance. If you wobble, check that your supporting leg is straight and that your back is straight. To help lock the stance, lean slightly forward at the waist. Triple punch and snap toe kick. Begin in horse stance with one fist out, the other chambered. Throw 3 alternating punches, chambering fully between each. Snap toe kick on the 3rd punch, using the foot opposite the punching hand. Step forcefully down into horse without chambering the 3rd punch. In this exercise, you can easily get confused over which foot to kick with next. Remember it this way: if you start with right fist out, right foot. If left fist out, left foot. Here the right fist is out. Punch left, right, left, and on the final left, kick with the right foot. Return forcefully to horse without chambering your last punch. With your left fist now out, you will kick with your left foot. For the kicks, shift your weight to the supporting leg. Lift the kicking knee high with foot chambered back. Then snap the foot forward, striking with the toe of the shoe. Do not kick off to the side. Kick directly below the punch, targeting chest and stomach. All 3 punches strike the same target at shoulder height. Tiger push-ups. Begin in a jackknife position with hands wider than the shoulders. Scoop down close to the floor, then forward in sagging posture and shift back to starting position. Skim close to the floor without touching. The arms bend when scooping down, but straighten into the forward position and remain straight, shifting back. The legs are always straight. When done properly, the hips and shoulders move in large, even circles. Begin in a high jackknife position. Descend so your nose approaches your hands and comes close to the floor. Straighten your back through this dip. Then continue forward with your head, straightening the arms and letting your back sag. Keeping the arms and legs straight, shift backward into the jackknife position. Repeat. Do not let any part of you, other than hands and feet, touch the floor. In the jackknife position, be sure your arms are in line with your torso, so you perfectly define an upside-down V. A more descriptive Chinese name for this exercise is rhinoceros plows the field. When practicing these exercises, be alert and in tune with your partner. Maintain eye contact. 3-punch combination. The attacker punches high, low, high, targeting face, stomach, face. The attack can be initiated with a right punch, as shown here, or with a left punch, as shown here. Whichever is used, maintain that pattern throughout the exercise. For this demonstration, a right punch lead will be used. The defender blocks high, low, high, using only the left arm. Attacker and defender then switch roles. Block with the palm turned facing you so that you make contact with the bony edges of the arm. Work on this technique until it becomes second nature. Keep your fists tight at all times. Aim directly at the target. Maintain a safe distance so that if your partner fails to block, your punch will fall short. Each punch begins from the chamber position and returns fully to the chamber position before punching again. When blocking, keep your elbows stationary and simply rotate your forearm for the high, low, high blocks. If you practice this exercise with the attacker punching left, right, left, the defender will block with the right arm. One low punch, double high punch. For attack, punch to the stomach. Double hook punch to the temples. For defense, slap block down on wrist and elbow, double block up and finish with a chop to the neck. Switch rows after each exchange. The chop can be done with either hand, but always stop short of the neck. Whichever hand chops, use the other hand for the following punch. Practice this exercise close enough so the chops can reach the neck, but do not strike the neck, and be prepared to pull the hook punches should a block come late. Punch to the stomach. Double hook punch to the temples. In blocking, slap down on the wrist and elbow. Be sure contact is directly on wrist and elbow for maximum control. Block up with the bony outer edge of the arms. Then chop quickly to the neck, but do not make contact. All blocks are done with open hands. Five-punch combination. For attack, punch low, high, high, low, low, beginning and ending with the right fist. For defense, block low, high, high, low, low. The first block uses both hands. For the other blocks, the unused hand guards inside the elbow. The low punches are straight, the high punches hook slightly. Chamber fully at the sides between punches. Blocks are done with hands open and facing outward. This technique can also be practiced starting with the left punch. Maintain a safe distance so punches will fall short should a block miss. The high punches hook slightly inward, targeting the temples, and the fists tilt accordingly. Do not exaggerate these hooks. All other punches are straight. Chamber the fists fully to the sides between punches. For the first block, slap down on wrist and elbow to control the arm. The other 4 blocks are done with hands open, palm facing outward, such that contact is made with the bony outer blade of the arm. The non-blocking palm protects inside the elbow. Side punch from bow stance. Partners begin in mirrored bow stances. For attack, stand in right bow with left fist out. For defense, scoop block with the right arm while pivoting to left bow. Partners switch rows after each exchange. This technique can also be practiced starting with the right fist in a left bow and arrow stance. From the initial attack position, you must now defend. Block by opening the chambered fist and scooping across while pivoting. The blocking hand stays low throughout the block. Fling your partner's punching arm up and out of the way while pivoting. Chamber that fist and punch with the other. Keep your punches low enough so that the blocking technique will work. Scoop across, fling, and punch. Note the blocking posture. Lower arm straight with hand turned in, upper arm bent with hand turned in. If the lower arm fails to block, the upper hand is poised to deflect the fist away from the body. Maintain a constant height, shifting side to side. Do not bob up and down. Pivot on the heels into solid bow stances. Always fling your partner's arm forcefully out of the way before punching. For a stronger block, do not merely move your arm. Lock your arm with your body and use the pivoting of your body to drive the block. In this way, the block comes from the rotation of the hips and has greater force and stability. Sweeps without blocks. Partners begin in horse stance side by side. The defender retreats by pivoting into another horse stance away from the attacker. The attacker steps forward and sweeps, hooking the defender's ankle. The attacker sweeps 3 times in this manner, alternating right, left, right, then the rows are reversed. Begin each advance or retreat with a twisting stomp of the lead foot. This improves traction and gives an explosive start to the movement. Retreat from horse to horse with forward steps. The attacker sweeps into a modified 7-star stance, keeping the chest turned toward the defender. Do not expose your back. After 3 sweeps, the attacker becomes the defender. He must backstep into the first horse because his front foot is blocked against forward motion by the partner's ankle. After that, he steps forward into horse. When attacking, step quickly out with the lead foot to close the distance. Then sweep with the back foot in a chopping fashion. In the sweep, keep the heel down, toes angled up, and aim to hook the partner's ankle. Make sufficient contact to jar the defender's stance. Sweeps with blocks. Here the defender back fists while retreating. The attacker blocks up with the forearm during the sweep. When sweeping left, block left. When sweeping right, block right. The defender retreats to horse and back fists. The attacker must block up while sweeping. The blocks are done with open hand, the thumb side of the hand facing down. When sweeping, keep your weight on your back foot and tilt forward at the waist. Always feel for the effectiveness of the sweeps. Could you take your partner down if you wanted to? Do not do so, as sweeps can be dangerous when applied fully, causing your partner to fall backward and off balance. Here, Sifu Lam performs Lian Bu Chuan. Always execute the form with a strong stance. Each strike must be meaningful, directed to a visualized target, and performed with enough velocity to cause injury. Good balance and posture with an alert expression is crucial. This form will be taught in 7 lessons. Each lesson is repeated 3 times, twice in slow motion, then at normal speed. Applications of technique will also be shown. Start at attention, leaning slightly forward at the waist. Make a large, smooth circle with the hands and push down past the waist, palms flat and fingers pointing at each other. Swing the hands out and back in as if to cup a large ball, palms facing. Left side step to bow and right grab, pull, and left chop. Pivot to cat and right forearm, left hand guarding. Deflect and punch while stepping into bow, left hand still guarding. At attention, lean slightly forward with buttocks tensed. Circle the hands to gather and center your energy. Push down until you feel a balanced tension. Do not straighten the arms. Bring the hands apart and around the imaginary ball without penetrating it. On the step and grab, do not move the left hand. Scrape the left hand along the right arm using it as a guide for the chop. Pivot quickly to cat with a back fist forearm block. Flick block with the back of the wrist, then step and punch at shoulder level. Push down with palms flat, elbows remaining bent. Cup the ball out from the body. Grab, pull, and chop with fluid speed. Pivot and block with the forearm slightly reaching. Flick, block, and punch. The left palm guards inside and slightly below the right elbow. Sifu Lam grabs a punch, then pulls and chops along the top of the arm to the neck. Simultaneously pull and step in so the chop can reach its target. Here, Sifu Lam shows the forearm block, flick, and punch. Flick the student's arm down and aside just enough to clear a path for the punch. Sidestep and horizontal grab. Pull and chop. Step and high forearm block and flat punch. Step and palm block down into horse. Shift to bow and chop. Grab, pull into horse and chop. Keep the left hand under the right arm on the grab. Pull and chop to the ribs. High block by rotating the forearm at the elbow. Punch with the fist flat. Push down into horse. Vertical hand chop with right palm guarding outside the elbow. Pull and chop with power by expanding the chest. In with the right elbow far back and in tight. Grab and chop with the edge of the hand on a line with your feet. The chopping arm is slightly bent at shoulder height. Check your bow stance. Block by rotating the forearm and punch. Punch at shoulder height to center line. The blocking forearm reaches slightly past 90 degrees. Push down into horse. Chop, grab, pull into horse and chop. Sifu Lam grabs a punch, then pulls and chops under the arm to the ribs. Pull forcefully to throw your opponent off balance and bring him into range. Here is a multiple exchange drawn directly from the lesson. Note how logical the sequence of attack and defense is, always responding to the next likely opening. Sifu Lam palm blocks down and chops, then grabs and pulls the blocking arm while chopping beneath it. Note that this is a continuation of the preceding sequence. Corner step with high block and grab. Step to bow with hammer fist. Double forearm block down into horse. Backhand block circling into palm block and finger jab over. Clearing grab and pull and low punch into horse. Hyper-rotate the left foot when corner stepping so the toe angles left. Right step into bow on a line parallel to the previous line of action. Double forearm block across the face and down to the side. circling backhand into palm block down and reaching stab to head height. Grab and pull high to the side while low punching into horse. Use a flat fist. Wide circle block and hammer fist, catching the wrist with the left hand. Double forearm block, ending with forearms parallel to the floor and separated by shoulder width. Block, block, and stab. Pull high aside and punch to the level of your waist. Sifu Lam corner steps evasively while blocking, then grabs and hammer fists to the neck. In application, always follow the corner step with a step towards the opponent, rather than on a line parallel. Here, Sifu Lam shows a modified version of the palm block down and finger stab, using a chop instead. Always be flexible in your techniques, ready to modify them to fit the situation. Here is the circling backhand block into palm block and stab. The stab is to the throat. The left hand maintains contact with the blocked arm, controlling it. If the stab is blocked, slide the left hand up to grab and pull while punching low. Always pull high to the side to throw your opponent off balance and let the pivot to horse power the punch. Pivot to bow and groin slap. Chop block down and pull into cat. Repeat the corner stepping technique, ending in hammer fist. Open the hands, fingers up, pull and scrape into crane stance, chop into bow. Double flank block into overhead grab while stepping and sinking to low bow. End by slapping the floor. Extend the left palm as a target for the groin slap and reach with the slap so the wrist strikes the palm. Always make a large circular block when corner stepping. When flank blocking, brush the sides of the thighs with backhands. Circle both arms equally aside, up and over. When sinking into low bow, visualize grabbing an arm and pulling it in and down. After the groin slap, pull back to chamber while chopping. Keep both hands on center line when scraping and chopping. The hands circle wide after the flank block into overhead grab and pull. Keep both heels down. Sifu Lam steps into bow and slaps at the groin, then chop blocks a kick while retreating to cat. Reach on the groin slap and retreat quickly to cat without rising. With his wrist grabbed and a kick coming, Sifu Lam rises to crane and scrapes free, then steps forward and chops to the chest. Pull and scrape sharply to break free, and raise the leg to protect the body. Sifu Lam deflects a kick with flank blocks that circle up and over for a grab and pull down into low bow. When done with speed, the flank blocks and grab and pull become a single circular fluid motion. Rise, circle block and grab it with hammer fist while stepping straight forward into bow. Pivot to bow with elbow strike, repeat on the other side. Double forearm block into horse. Chamber the open hands while pivoting through crane and step down into bow with a double palm strike. Pivot and groin slap, pull and chop block into cat. Repeat the corner stepping technique, ending with hammer fist. This hammer fist is performed without a corner step. Just step straight forward into bow. The right palm braces the left fist on the first elbow strike. The left palm braces the right fist on the second elbow strike. Keep the hands open when pivoting, ready to palm strike. Target the floating ribs. Reach on the groin slap. And always strike forcefully with hammer fist. All strikes are done on a center line defined by your feet. Lock your body into the elbow strikes. Keep the palms low and close together to target the floating ribs. Right hook hand and left willow palm block down and out while stepping to 7-star. Cross the arms inward and switch hand shapes. Repeat outward swoop block stepping to 7-star. Back step with left circle block into grab and right hammer fist. Back step with right circle block into grab and left hammer fist. The right hand hooks over the left willow palm. Lock the wrists and hand shapes on the outward blocks, bringing hook hand to ear height, willow palm to shoulder height. The hook hand arm is straight, the willow palm arm bent. Keep the back heel down on the back step and hammer fist. Step to 7-star on the outward blocks. On the hammer fist, make certain you are striking down and in at an angle. Keep the back heel down. Here is the hook hand willow palm technique. Note that in application, the willow palm is directed forward. The 7-star stance is often applied as a hook sweep of the opponent's front leg. Chamber the hands with open palms, and pivot through crane to bow and double palm strike. Retrieve the back foot and pivot through crane to bow and double palm strike. Step feet together, cupping a large ball. Circle the hands down, out, and over to again gather and center your energy. Push down until you feel a balanced tension. Then relax. On all pivots through crane, raise the knee high and point the toe down over the supporting knee. Keep the back and supporting legs straight. Plant the back heel on the double palm strikes. Make a large but relaxed circle with the hands to center your energy. You should finish this set at the same spot where you started it. Maintain balance on the crane pivots. Cup the ball out from the body, palm above palm. Do not straighten the arms fully when pushing down. Here, Sifu Lam retrieves his leg into crane to avoid a sweep, then steps in for a double palm strike. Sifu Lam takes a large step in for the palm strike, scooting the back foot in. Even when scooting, the back heel remains down. Both of your hands are centered, even, and free of tension. The left hand starts the right shoulder for the chop. The eyes sight the opponent before the block. The opponent's punch is cleared before the step forward. The left foot moves directly to the next stance without coming into center. The block is made before the step forward. Pivoting actions are made on the heels of the foot. The first step is angled to the right. The second step angles back to center line. This double block covers the face. The left hand covers the flank during the jab. The right arm is angled up, not directly over the head. Reach out and lean into this slap. This chop also starts at the right shoulder. In the hammer strike, the fist travels diagonally. The torso remains leaning slightly forward. Both heels are flat on the ground, fingertips pointing at the front toe. The forearm is grabbed tightly and quickly to train grabbing techniques. The striking elbow is angled slightly down. The eyes look forward rather than at the hands. The palms are angled slightly in towards the opponent. The slap is made with an open palm, fingers together. The chop and cat stance cover the entire left side from attack. The fist is never higher than the head. The fingertips of both hands are at nose level. The palm faces forward. This is the fifth right hand hammer strike. This is the only left hand hammer strike and must be as strong as the right. Swing your right leg to help carry you over. Turn your gaze to your opponent before striking. This is a finishing motion, so it is done slowly with good centered balance. The following slow motion contains the Chinese names of the movements. Yin-yang hands facing each other. Grabbing hand palm chop. Turn around, open a door hand technique. Following step, straight sun punch. Chopping hand under the armpit. Immortal carries firewood with a yoke. Break hand grip, palm push. Grabbing hand, hammer strike. Horse stance, double palm, pushing down. Open hand, thread through, block, strike to the head. Horse stance, high block, low punch. Steal the peach from under the leaf. Cat stance, down chop block. Grabbing hand, hammer strike. Slippery step, continuous palm strike. Slapping the ground, raising the dust. Grabbing hand, hammer punch. Left and right, elbow strike. Horse stance, double palm pushing down. Spin around, double palm push. Steal the peach from under the leaf. Cat stance, down chop block. Grabbing hand, hammer strike. Left 7-star stance, spread the wings. Right 7-star stance, spread the wings. Right back step, hammer strike. Left back step, hammer strike. Spin around, double palm push. Spin to the front, double palm push. Yin-yang hands facing each other. Again, Sifu Lam performs the set at normal speed.